All right, everybody on the stream, thanks for joining us to watch your Pelicans Men's Academy team take on the visitors from Valdosta. Early breakaway for the Pelicans. Oh, great play by the keeper for Valdosta, who comes out. It's a foot race there. Valdosta keeper bravely coming off his line and getting to the ball just about the same time. Like Matt Ryan. Nice play by the Valdosta keeper there to thwart the early chance from the Pelicans. Oh, here comes Valdosta breaking down the middle. That ball takes a deflection. Valdosta will reset. Battling in the middle here. It's number 2 for Valdosta. He'll take a shot, and that ball will sail over, but not by much. Both teams with a couple early chances here. This one looks like it might be a bit of a shootout. That's Will Stanley in the goal for the Pelicans. I believe that's his first start of the year. Chandler doing battle in the middle. Wins the ball. Send it back to Tickner. And Tickner will send it up the right. The Pelicans will start their attack. Chandler on the ball for the Pelicans. Come out wide to Carner. Into the wall. Carner back to Reyes. Reyes up to the wall. The wall looks to... Yep, that one's going to be offsides. That was Xavier Ali. Timing just a little bit off between him and the wall. Hey, if you're watching us online, drop us a comment. Let us know you're there. We'd love to interact with the fans. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Uh-oh. Valdosta keeper with an errant clearance. It's a Roomba. He tries to combine with Matt Ryan, but Valdosta escapes, or an early mistake. Valdosta attacking up this left channel. Carner doing battle over there. Throw into the wall. Wall shielding the ball, and he'll pick up the foul. Tickner on the ball, looking for a midfielder. He'll find Tunga. He breaks the lines. Tunga looking to connect with Ali there. But it gets cut out by Valdosta. Now Valdosta coming back. Stanley coming way out of his goal. That ball with the deflection, that could have gone anywhere. Some early maybe nerves or slow. Ali looking to break. Takes the shot. And it's a save by Valdosta's keeper. Again, folks, if you're looking for some action, you've tuned into the right game, because both teams getting some chances on goal here in the first 5 minutes of the game. A little bit of sloppiness leading to some of this. Like to see the Pelicans clean it up. Stanley out wide to Tickner. Tickner to Tunga. Tunga with some pressure. Fortunate to keep the ball there. We'll find Chandler. Chandler to Arumba. Arumba's in. He's onside. He's got his man on an island. He tries to go around him. Gets across him. Oh, and the follow. Another good chance for the Pelicans there as Arumba was able to beat his man. Sent a nice cross, just a hair too tall for Ali. Valdosta threatening on the edge of the Pelicans box. They'll get a shot in. Stanley, brief fumble, but he recovers. As there was a Valdosta attacker just waiting to gobble up any rebounds there. Pelicans will cycle it around the back. Finds Chandler coming through the midfield into the wall. Lots of space here today, folks. Both teams. There's an obvious pull. Referee says play on. He lets Lawal have the shot. Just played the advantage there. And Valdosta with the goal kick. Pelicans regain possession. Stanley sends it wide to Carner. Carner with a nice touch. He's looking for Ali. He'll connect. Ball goes through to Arumba. Tunga out wide. Is that Bolden out there? No, that's not Bolden. Yeah. Hawkins, yeah. Marcus. All right, Chandler picking it up in midfield for the Pelicans. He'll send Arumba through again. Pelicans having some success down this left channel. Arumba's got his man on an island again. Goes around him. Oh, good tackle there by Valdosta. Lawal tries to beat his man. And here comes Valdosta. Valdosta tackle straight offside. He knew he was offside, so checked his run, and that ball goes out harmlessly into touch. Marcus with the throw here. We'll send it up to Ali. And it goes into touch again. Another throw. Tunga. Marcus. Tickner. Big switch again over here to Carner. The wall comes deep. Into Arumba. Back to the Valdosta keeper. He'll clear it. Marcus. I think he got it taken off his foot there. Good tackle by VALDOSTA. VALDOSTA will send up to their striker. He'll lay it off into the left channel. VALDOSTA looking for late runners. That ball comes through. Whoa. Looked like Pelicans might have got away with one there. As a little tug from Reyes as VALDOSTA attacker looked to get in free. And yeah, a little sloppiness that I've seen early on here is continuing as Pensacola creating its own problems. Reyes trips over the ball and then commits the foul to stop the attack. He'll pick up a yellow card in the process. That's a yellow card to Brandon Reyes. VALDOSTA with the dangerous free kick. This one looks like it might be 20, 25 yards out. A nice distance to shoot from. I'm sure VALDOSTA will be looking to put one on frame here. VALDOSTA does. Had a nice shape on it, but just a little bit outside the goal. And Pensacola FC escapes another self-made mistake there. Tickner will send it long. A little push there. Ali fighting for the ball. I like that matchup for Pensacola as Ali looks to have the measure of his defender there with the pace. Here's Lawal in behind. Can he pick someone out? Yep. That's where you have to have that quality. I talked to Coach Seeley before the game, and he was really emphasizing the need to tighten up in that area of the game. Pensacola having had several really good chances already, but nothing to show for it. Okay, dangerous ball here down the right flank as VALDOSTA splits the defense. They'll look to lay it back. Tried to a little interplay there. Here comes Pensacola, Rumba. And just a little static there as VALDOSTA holds a high line and the Pelican attackers are just standing right on it. Got to be a little more creative there. Got to start your runs from a deeper area and take advantage of that high line. VALDOSTA playing out of the back. Ball sent up. VALDOSTA looking to combine, but fortunately, nobody home as they look to play it out in the left channel, and Marcus cleans up. Go back to Tickner. Chandler battling in the middle. He'll win the ball. He plays back to Tickner. Tickner to Lawal with Chandler. Into the channel for Ali. That's the matchup I called out a second ago. Ali Sends it across, but not really connecting with anybody in the box there. Pensacola creates a turnover. The wall, Ryan. And looks like foul against the Pelicans there, as I guess it was deemed to be maybe a push in the back. As Ryan fought to win that ball in the box. Valdosta wins a free kick, and they'll get the quick restart. Pensacola's midfield a little bit out of sorts there. The ball almost gets all the way through to Stanley. And Pensacola has another shot, or Valdosta with another shot. Fortunately, again, that one's too high. Hey, if you're watching us on the stream, give us a shout out. Let us know you're out there. Let us know where you're watching from. Drop us a comment. Maybe a prediction. How do you think this one's going to turn out? Who's going to get on the scoreboard first? Chandler, Narumba. He finds Lawal. Looks like Lawal. Oh, gosh. Like Lawal and Marcus there. And ball goes the other way. Both teams giving the other plenty of opportunities. This question is, who's going to have that little bit of quality and stick one in the back of the net? Feet got tangled there between Chandler and the Valdosta midfielder, and it'll be a free kick to Valdosta. Valdosta sends that ball in, a curler. That's off of Reyes' head, and that'll go out for a corner. Folks, that brings up our first corner kick of the afternoon, brought to you as always by the Kelly Group at Morgan Stanley. Valdosta corner here. The ball's whipped in. Stanley, and I'm not sure who that was. It might have been Marcus, but Stanley collides with his own player. And that ball really could have gone anywhere. That ball easily could be in the back of the Pensacola net. It would have been an own goal. Continue to have some sloppiness out here. Ball sent to the back post. And Stanley will come out and collect. Really like to see the Pelicans settle down here. Tickner, ball. We'll find Chandler. And Reyes miss kick and throw in Valdosta. Jacqueline Zapata says she loves the commentary, but she can't hear me. Huh. Well, I don't know how you can both love the commentary and not be able to hear me, but I'll try to speak louder, I guess. Just having fun, just having fun. All right. Ball into Arumba. Zapata with the early, Miss Zapata, with the early call out for DeMarcus Hawkins as the man of the match. We're 22 minutes in, so it could happen. I don't know. It's a little early for man of the match, but I love the commentary. I love the input. Thank you. All right. Well, I'm joined in the press box here by my friend Felipe Lawal. So we'll spice things up a little bit here. Get his insightful commentary. Felipe, good to see you.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
Have you been watching, or are you just getting here?
I just got here. I was finalizing the Champions League game. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay. Don't tell me anything.
I won't.
Thank you.
I'll keep it secret.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I will tell you what you've missed is from a neutral's perspective, it's a very entertaining game as both teams have had a lot of chances. Frankly, a fair bit of sloppy play leading to chances on both sides, but haven't had that quality in the box that we're looking for. As I told the folks earlier, I was able to interview Coach Seeley before the game, and he said that's what he was really looking for today. As chances have been coming for the Pelicans, they just have not been finishing. So hopefully we'll see things tighten up here. And
yeah, I remember this team against our senior team last week or a couple weeks ago. And one thing that we gave to them, they were working very hard, and they ended up creating some good chances against our men's team. So I was looking forward for this game today. We see some new faces on the starting lineup comparing to in Gulfport. I was there.
Okay.
And it was very lucky. We missed a couple chances, gave up 2 goals in a set piece.
Yeah.
And they probably called the game, but the boys play well.
Yep, a few new faces, as you pointed out. New keeper. We got Stanley in the goal this evening or afternoon. Here's Arumba on the top of the box. He'll take a shot. And it's good save by Valdosta. Matt Ryan starting in the 9 position. That's a new one for me.
Yeah, he came out of the bench in Gulfport. And I believe Tonga also came from the bench and is the starting lineup today. As well as number 28. I forgot his name. Sorry.
Ali.
Yeah, he was also came out of the bench, and they did really well when they came in.
Oh, no, that's not Ali. That's Arumba. Excuse me. Ali's on the right, Arumba on the left.
Yeah, Marcos did it really well there. I think it was his first game in Gulfport.
Okay.
And he played really well, come out of the right back position.
Yeah, he's had a couple of chances already today. Turnover from the Pelicans. Reyes. Shot. Oh, that one just wide as the Pelicans, again, creating their own problems. Valdosta comes very close to making them pay the price there. PENSACOLA fortunate again. Can't count on good luck to win games, so... Tickner, he'll find the wall. The wall with space to get his head up. Tries to combine with Arumva. That one gets cut out. And we'll go the other way. Carner does a good job. Reyes tries to connect with Arumva. Ryan does a nice job battling, giving the Pelicans another chance. Marcus, or no, that's Tunga on the ball. Tunga finds Chandler. Chandler has his head up. He'll play Carner. Carner strays off sides.
That's one thing that the team from the academy team has been struggling is with the offside position. You know, they put themselves in a really good spot, but they are not patient enough to watch the line and wait for the ball to be played. Happened a few times in Gulfport as well. I think it's been happening with them. They just got to be a little bit more patient because the good balls are coming. They just being, you know, not patient enough to or watch the line to kind of stay on sides.
There's a long ball. Tickner cuts it out. We'll find Chandler. Here's Valdosta with the 2-on-1 opportunity. Reyes, fortunately stops that attack as that was dangerous. There's Carner. That ball gets through to the wall. The wall. Ball go out for a goal kick. We'll see. I mean, they beat them 4-0 on the road, so. There's Valdosta playing out of the back. Carner applying some pressure. And Valdosta will get the foul. Jacqueline says, shout out to Felipe. All right. Felipe, you've been here 5 minutes and already you're getting shout outs. I've been here my whole life. Nothing. Tunga? Well, yeah, I knew that was coming. Yep. Can't play from the ground. Tunga will get a dangerous play called on him. Just about 2/3 of the way through this opening half, and we're still tied 0-0. Not for lack of chances, I'll tell you that, as both teams could easily have a couple goals. That ball sent deep, but a little too deep, and Pelicans will say thank you very much as they'll have a goal kick. Tickner on the ball. Go back to Stanley. Valdosta able to pick it up. Chandler wins the ball. Ali's in. Ali sends one on goal, but not too difficult for the Valdosta keeper to clean that one up.
He kind of got fouled earlier, but he kept going.
He did.
Would he go down, it would probably be a red card or something like that. But I like that he tried to stay up since it was a great opportunity.
Yeah. Jacqueline says, how's the weather? Yeah, it's about, let's say 87 degrees, I think, when I got out of my car. 85, you said? Yeah. 84. And that's offsides. Yeah, 84, but we got a little breeze. Really, weather should not be a factor today. These guys are young, in shape. We have not gotten to the dog days of summer, so I really don't expect weather to be an issue. So, as my co-host said earlier, Pensacola is really struggling with the offsides, and once again, and you can see it on your screen where it's very static. You'll have our forward just sort of standing there. Got to have a little more movement. Got to be more dynamic. Here we go, Ryan, one-on-one. Ryan will look to get a shot. I think we were talking about it. I can't remember what game it was, Felipe, but when you have a very flat line, and especially high, which Valdosta tends to do, you got to have those runners come from deep, from midfield. You've got to have those forwards checking back, somebody checking by, and you really should have all sorts of chances. But I'm not seeing that from the Pelicans right now. It's very static along that front line.
Yeah, I think we had this conversation with the men's team against the same Valdosta, because they do play a very high line and they do push to trying to keep our players off sides. And I think, like you're correct, we're not taking the chances. We're missing the pass in, back, and through, the midfielders making the run from behind and not necessarily just the strikers. So hopefully they can kind of start seeing that and then adjust a little bit.
That was a yellow card to Tunga Kagoro. Little water break, little hydration break. I haven't watched that. Yeah, I'm in the box here with Felipe, who's just come off of watching the Champions League. I purposefully blinded myself to the outcome, so I don't want to see any comments. If you're out there, if you've watched the Champions League final, please don't leave a comment. Otherwise, we love your comments. Chandler will send it out to Carner. Carner looks to combine with Ali through the middle. Pensacola plays out of the back. Ali to Lawal, Reyes. Yep. Got a bunch of Washington High Wildcats on the field. That's Chandler. That's what I was looking for. Our midfielder coming from deep. Chandler with the big touch. Oh. Wow. I guess so. Chandler looked to have played the ball and then got his legs taken out, but referee was right there, so.
Well, the first time that we see happen the thing that we've been talking about, I think he was a little unlucky. His second touch was too heavy.
A little too heavy, yeah.
And we all know his speed is not his biggest asset, and then Little shorter touch right there, put him in a 1v1. So hopefully that's a good indication that we'll see it happen more often.
That's right. I mean, let's rinse and repeat. I think that those chances will be there all day if Pelicans will just figure that out tactically. Oh, Jacqueline says she's watching from the UK. Great to have you. What part of the UK? Are you in England? And thank you, Jacqueline, for not spoiling the Champions League final for me. I don't know that I'll be able to make it through all night since I have the men's senior game to follow this one, so I probably won't be able to watch the game till about 10 o'clock tonight, 10 o'clock our time, Central Time. All right, Pelicans. Love to see the Pelicans get on the board here before halftime. They've just had a bevy of chances. Both teams really have had plenty of chances. So this game is crying out for a goal. Maybe one will lead to more. Tickner. Okay, Jacqueline from Newcastle. Go Tune. It's my friend Lee Irving, big Newcastle fan if Lee's out there watching. Chandler tries to find Ryan. Ryan battling. Nice combination by Valdosta there down the right flank. Pensacola fortunate that ball a little too long, and they'll get the throw in. There's Tunga on the ball. Yeah, this is, tell you what, this is a game where there's plenty of time and space. I mean, I look up, every time I look up, somebody's got the ball with yards of space. You don't see this. All right, let's see what Ali can do here. You find the wall. The wall, nice ball in. That ball's flicked. Wow. Okay, it was offsides, but looked like we had a golden opportunity, but Ryan was offsides. He probably is kind of happy it was offsides as he missed what should have been an easy one. Valdosta going to play out of the back here. Pensacola with some light pressure. Nice job by Valdosta there, breaking that press, and now they'll look to create their own attack. Swinging it out wide on the left. Ball sent in. And Stanley will come and collect. Appreciate all you guys watching out there on the stream. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You don't want to miss a minute of Pensacola Pelican action this season. Great ball there. Marcus, he's got his head up. That ball sent to the back post. Come on. Ryan. Oh. Nobody home for the Pelicans. As we are in the 41st minute. Pensacola with another great opportunity. Here's Lawal on the ball. He's looking, all right. Ref says that was illegal and be a free kick to the Pelicans. This one maybe 30 yards from the goal. I wouldn't be surprised if Lawal tried one from here. He's been known to give it a go. Love to see. This is the kind of distance where you can certainly get one up and over the wall and maybe have it bounce right before the keeper, and if you don't knock it straight in, you get a rebound. I like to see a real whipping, dipping ball here.
Yeah, trying to make the ball bounce in front of the keeper. That's the way to go.
That ball sent in. Oh, it's a goal! Wow, Lawal whips that one in. I think the keeper thought it was going to come down, but goal! Pensacola. Felipe Lawal with the sure if he misjudged the flight or what happened, but I mean it was a well struck ball, and we'll take it.
Yeah, those some of the tough balls that the keeper think the ball's gonna go over the wall. He take the little step to trying to cheat, and the ball go on his side.
Yep.
And then like you said, it was very well taken and had some pace, and I think he struggled to come back. So we take it 1-0.
Absolutely. That is what the doctor ordered for the Pelicans, is they have been knocking on the door, and they needed that little bit of quality and class, and Lawal delivers. Got Ken Ali, says he's watching from Daytona Beach. Go Pensacola. He's predicted a 3-0 final score. Let's hope you're right, Ken. Jacqueline says, banger, you got it. It was a banger. There's Valdosta, and they're straying off sides. All right, we are in the last couple minutes of regulation time here. Pensacola having broken the deadlock. And, yeah, maybe there's an opportunity for one more here before halftime. Ball sent long to Ali. Cleared by Valdosta. Good job by Marcus there. Yeah, you can see guys with tons of space. I mean, glad we're up 1-0, but I do sort of expect better from our Pelicans here as the game goes on.
Yeah, especially in the second half. I think with the Heat, it's going to catch up a little bit. They only have like 2 or 3 guys on the bench. We have a full bench. I think we're going to have the fresh legs coming in. I think that can be very work very well for the Pelicans.
There's Tickner. He'll play with Marcus. Marcus will turn. Nicely done. He's got his head up. Looking to beat one more. And that ball over the end line for a goal kick. Good run by Marcus there. Just got a little bit away from him. Coming down to the last few seconds of regulation time here. Ball comes to Ryan. He's one-on-one. He's battling, and Ryan sticks it in the back of the net as that ball looked like it was going to get away from him, but he battled through and was able to stick it in the back of the net. That's another goal for your Pelicans. That was sheer effort and will by Matt Ryan on that one. It looked like that ball got kind of stuck under his feet, but he did not give up on it, and that perseverance paid off.
Yeah, it's a good timing goal, right before half. They give a little cushion on the lead going to the halftime, and then I'm for sure Coach Silly has some adjustments to do, and hopefully we can come back a little stronger in the second half and keep creating chances and putting more goals in the back of the net.
Reyes deals with that attack. Maybe the Pelicans aren't done yet. It's Lawal to Ali. Ali gets by his man. Back to Lawal. Lawal with the shot. Chandler with the shot. Oh! Pelicans with the flurry here at the end of the first half.
Yeah, bringing the heat in the last 5 minutes. That's well done.
That play was started with a nice attack down the right flank by Ali. Found the wall, and then Chandler picks up the loose ball. Puts a nice shot on. Chandler doing some good hard work up there, creating havoc. Tunga, Arumva, Chandler. Chandler tries to combine with Ryan. And that's halftime with the Pelicans going into the half with a 2-0 lead. Good to see the Pelicans come out or finish strong. That's what you want. First 5, last 5. And they did it. That brings us to the half with your Pelicans on top, 2-0. As you enjoy our halftime, make sure you stop by the Pelicans Nest, where you can get your cool beverages and your tasty treats. We've got the famous Pelican Nest nachos. We've got Pelican burgers as well as hamburgers, hot dogs. And new for 2025, when someone has been hurt, when someone's been wrong, they've suffered a financial loss, they've suffered a physical loss, they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do. And usually they're at a point in their life where they don't even have the resources. And that's where we want to help.
Our attorneys have hundreds of years of combined experience in personal injury and pharmaceutical litigation. Contact us today at 844-794-7402.
Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University.
From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches.
Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment.
These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program,
ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development.
Don't miss your chance.
Register now at oaklandboyssoccercamps.com.
Go get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
When someone has been hurt, when someone's been wrong, they've suffered a financial loss, they've suffered a physical loss, they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do, and usually they're at a point in their life where they don't even have the resources, and that's where we want to help.
Our attorneys have hundreds of years of combined experience in personal injury and pharmaceutical litigation. Contact us today at 844-794-7402.
In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, oh, the ball falls to Buckley. 1-on-1 with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrett.
Ball comes in, a good hit! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, but then for Vlasma! 3-0! Stewart Heiss with a shot! Upper 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruiting video series.
Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it! It's in! The Red Hawks equalize!
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future.
Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025.
This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation.
The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events.
For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier,
visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
When someone has been hurt, when someone's been wrong, they've suffered a financial loss, they've suffered a physical loss, they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do, and usually they're at a point in their life where they don't even have the resources, and that's where we want to help.
Our attorneys have hundreds of years of combined experience in personal injury and pharmaceutical litigation. Contact us today at 844-794-7402.
When someone has been hurt, when someone's been wrong, they've suffered a financial loss, they've suffered a physical loss, they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do, and usually they're at a point in their life where they don't even have the resources, and that's where we want to help.
Our attorneys have hundreds of years of combined experience in personal injury and pharmaceutical litigation. Contact us today at 844-794-7402.
Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University.
From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches.
Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment.
These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program,
ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development.
Don't miss your chance.
Register now at oaklandboyssoccercamps.com.
Go get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
When someone has been hurt, when someone's been wrong, they've suffered a financial loss, they've suffered a physical loss, they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do, and usually they're at a point in their life where they don't even have the resources, and that's where we want to help.
Our attorneys have hundreds of years of combined experience in personal injury and pharmaceutical litigation. Contact us today at 844-794-7402.
get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
When someone has been hurt, when someone's been wrong, they've suffered a financial loss, they've suffered a physical loss, they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do, and usually they're at a point in their life where they don't even have the resources, and that's where we want to help.
Our attorneys have hundreds of years of combined experience in personal injury and pharmaceutical litigation. Contact us today at 844-794-7402.
And for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, all the ball falls to Buckley. One-on-one with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for Girls Soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickerat.
Ball comes in, a good head! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, but then for Vlasma! 3-0! Stewart Heights with a shot! Upper 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruiting video series.
Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Finds Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it, and it's in! The Red Hawks equalize!
All right, folks, we are back live here in the booth as we get ready to kick off in the second half with the Pelicans in the lead 2-0. Over in Gulfport, the Lady Pelicans, the Lady Academy Pelicans, have just kicked off as they're taking on Gulf Coast United. We'll see if Coach Seeley made any adjustments. As Felipe and I were talking about up here, there's probably some more. This game's got some more to give for the Pelicans with just a few relatively simple adjustments. We'll see if they've done it. Looks like the Pelicans have come out with the same team as they went off. I don't see any changes. Same as the starting 11. And we'll see if Valdosta makes any adjustments. They did have some chances, so I'm sure that they won't give up, and the Pelicans are going to have to continue to play good soccer. Looks like the same team. What is happening here? Why is this not? All right, more technical difficulty up here in the box as I cannot get the clock started. I don't know. Never had this happen before. Okay. I'm afraid if I shut it off, I'm going to shut down the whole thing, and I don't want to do that. Whoa. Goal, Valdosta. Goal for Valdosta on a great strike from just outside the box. That score will go to 2-1. No idea. Okay. Well, I'll stop messing around with the clock and I'll get back to commenting on this game. Yeah, that was the start that Valdosta was looking for. That's a well struck ball that ends up in the back of the net.
Yeah, we'll talk about this. The first 5 minutes really important. Doesn't look like Pensacola came ready to play, and Valdosta put the one back in the net. Now can become this game very interesting.
The wall battling. Arumva trying to get around the corner. It won't start. I mean, you press the button and it doesn't do anything. I've tried to reset it. Big tackle there. That's Valdosta's center back. I don't want you to do that because then you'll kill it. I already made an announcement. I mean, time's being kept on the field, so.
By the time here frozen, we have no idea what the time.
I mean, it says here the time is 40. So on the stream, the time's being kept. And this is the girls. There, Valdosta center back, long run. Feeling the effects of it. Narrow, go back to Stanley. Circle round to Reyes. Marcus will pick that one up. He'll look to combine with Lawal. Lawal to Tickner. Chandler. Throw into Valdosta. Carner. Chandler. Tickner. Wall. Tries to feather one through. Marcus on his horse. He'll get to it. Valdosta does a nice job of retaining possession, though. The wall. Ryan looks to tee one up. Not a lot on that one, and Valdosta keeper collects it. Tickner will lay it back to Stanley. Chandler on the ball. Looks to return it to Carner. Carner's in. He's got space. Good first touch. He sends it through. And goal!
Offsides.
Oh, offsides. Offsides. Oh, unfortunate there as Pelicans, nice move out of the back. Carner with the attack from his left back. Tried to just lay it off to Ali, but must have strayed offside. I didn't see it, to be honest, but could have been offsides. Well, that's what Pelicans could have used that one to kind of get things back on the right footing. And that's a goal on the away game for the Pensacola FC Academy ladies at Gulf Coast United. They take a 1-0 lead. Valdosta looking for the foul there. They feel hard done as their attacker goes over, but referee not having any of it. Carner battling, and Carner will get called for the foul. Valdosta with the free kick. I would expect them to serve this one in the box. And Skull will need to deal with this. Valdosta queuing up in the box here. Ball sent to the back post. Stanley, he'll come and collect. Good hands there by Stanley as he doesn't let that ball go anywhere. Get a quick start out here. Marcus. Nice job there by Tickner. Shielded out for the goal kick. 10 minutes into this half, and score still stands at 2-1. The Pelicans holding on to their lead, having had it cut in half in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Tickner looking for Ali. Well, that's well read there by Stanley as he sees the danger and comes out quickly to collect. Don't see anybody up and moving around yet for the Pelicans. We'll see what Coach Seeley does to adjust here. There's Reyes on the ball. He'll find the wall. Lots of space for the wall here. He tries to connect with Marcus. Marcus is in. One-on-one. Oof. And the moment just got the better of Marcus there as he was in on goal with plenty of time.
Yeah, I made a better decision over there. I think he struggled with his laces and trying to blast it when I think a little bit more of finesse and a pass it around the keeper would be a better choice, especially with the angle.
Yep, those are the ones you hope they don't come back to haunt you.
Yeah, but it's good to see the Pensacola getting those runs from behind and keeping them on side. That was a good ball by Felipe. Great run by Marcus. Just a little unfortunate on the finish.
That ball's red. Tickner's pass cut out. Oh. Okay, referee says play on. If I were a Valdosta fan, I might be up in arms a little bit there, but Chandler finds the wall. The wall. Send that ball in. Valdosta keeper out again. Ball's up in the air. It's up for grabs. Arumva. The wall. Wow, referee, maybe a makeup call there. That was pretty clearly a trip, but Chandler. Joined in the broadcast booth now by the one and only Bill Elliott. Nice to have you, Bill.
Thanks.
Bill, have you been out of the park watching the game for a while, or are you just getting here?
I was watching Champions League.
Okay, don't say anything. I already had this conversation with Felipe.
Right.
Not a word.
Okay.
Thank you. Valdosta sends it in the box, and Stanley there to clean it up. Tickner bringing it out, but his pass will get intercepted. Marcus. This referee letting him play. I guess if you're going to, as long as you're going to be consistent.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's been consistent. He hasn't called for any of the sides, so that's, I guess he's keeping the way.
There's Lawal. He looks to get around the corner. That one was too much for him, though, and referee calls a foul there. This is wrong. So it's Marcus. Ball goes back to Stanley, and we'll start out through Tickner. To Chandler. Carner. Chandler. Chandler will send it. Back post. Second ball opportunity. Oh, good job by VALDOSTA there. That was a handball. Yep. Unlucky by the attacker there. His ball just kind of came up onto his hand. But Pensacola will take it. Free kick Pensacola. Tickner trying to find the wall. Lots of space there. VALDOSTA sending one into the box. Chandler. Good job by Chandler there. The wall looks to run through that one. Keeps his feet. Eyes are up. Arumva. Flag was raised. Oh, referee initially let it go, but calls the offside on Arumva. And I see our first sub of the afternoon. That looks like Romero coming on. And Ryan going out. It's Eric Romero entering the game for the Pelicans. Romero has been a pretty regular starter for the Pelicans this season. It's good for Coach Seeley to have some strong options coming off the bench. VALDOSTA into the attacking third. And Stanley will deal with that one. Up, turnover there. Reyes with the sloppy giveaway. VALDOSTA's in the box here. Couple of unforced errors there by the Pelicans. They're still not out of danger. Marcus will come away with the ball. This is Pelicans are bailed out there. Is really not on the same page. Same thing we saw in the first half there, Felipe, where we've got static guys sitting up on the top. No runs of any consequence. Got to do better coming out with the ball.
Yeah, we've been struggling a little bit, especially playing out of the backers a little bit, turn the ball over some. But, yeah, we got been getting the same movements of the forwards. We're just been struggling with the runs in behind. So I think that decision was actually a decent decision by Marcus because both of the strikers were offsides if he passed it. So had he gone around that player, he proved to go on a breakaway. So.
All right, a couple more subs as we've got Godwin coming on. And
looks like a Josiah.
And Josiah. Godwin and Josiah coming on. Let's see. Coming on for the Pelicans, Josiah Arroyo and Nolan Godwin. All right, we've got pretty good ways to go here still. Looks like 65th minute. Pelicans not having created as many chances as they did in the first half. Definitely room for improvement here.
Yeah, I think the Heat is getting the better of the game right now, but the Pelicans with a couple fresh legs that hopefully will change it up a little bit, especially on the attacking.
That ball sent into the box. Tickner. There's Ollie on the ball. We'll send it up to Godwin.
And he's offsides.
Another situation where, frankly, you just got to, he's just standing right in line with the line. Just watch the line. Pelicans making their own mistakes. Good opportunity. Goes amiss there. Coach Elliott, for the fans out there, what do you, from a training perspective, how do you train to be better at not sliding off sides like that and watching the line? Is any advice you'd have for our young viewers?
You've always got to be scanning and not ball watching. If you're ball watching, you get caught off sides. If you're scanning and watching the line, you're aware where you are, and it's easier to time your runs. So I think the mistake, especially with young players, but I think with all players, they get caught up with their eyes on the ball, and then their awareness they're lacking the awareness of what's happening around them.
Yep. Head on a swivel. Got to take in that info. Oh, yeah, that's a foul. Seems like a simple thing, but obviously it's easier said than done, as even the best players struggle with it at times, but it is also what separates the very best players.
Yeah, and it's a habit you have to create in training where you take a look before you make the run. I mean, you just take a little look, but too many players just eyes on the ball and they just take off.
Ball sent into Romero. He'll pick up the foul. Opportunity for the Pelicans to send their center halves forward if they choose. Looks like Tickner may be heading up into the box. Yep. Well, this ball very centrally located. Let's see if the Pelicans... Looks like a little cluster sort of on the left side of the goal here.
Yeah, a good ball is trying to put deep towards the end line, and somebody had it back towards the 6 to the middle when people making runs, and hopefully we can put it back in. That's exactly what they're trying to do.
The ball there.
Lucky Jake should have tried to put it back to the mix where we have runners.
VALDOSTA playing out of the back. All set into their 9. And Reyes gives him a little bump. I mean, after seeing some pretty heavy challenges go uncalled, that one a little bit of a chippy foul.
Yeah, looks like he flipped the coin. Now he's being calling every single little touch now.
VALDOSTA with a quick one. It's a strike. Ball's struck hard, but not accurately. We'll go out for a goal kick to the Pelicans. Ball comes to Godwin. His control a little loose there. Here's Ali with some pressure. Pelicans pressing. Like to see them all pressed together here. It's a chance. On his touch. Get there. And away at Gulfport, the Lady Pelicans, the Lady Academy team, goes up 2-0. Good to see our younger lady team playing well on the road. Well, the Pelicans certainly finished the first half on the front foot, and let's hope that as we get to the last quarter of the game here, that the Pelicans can find some of that momentum that they finished that first half with. Reyes to Arroyo. Reyes. Romero. Godwin. Godwin will beat his man. Looking for Ali, but Ali will find the second ball. Ali on the ball. Back to Tickner. Romero calling for it at the far post. Ali. Marcus. Chandler. And that ball go to a Pelicans throw. Nice touch there by Arroyo. He'll get to it. He'll beat one. He's got lots of time. Well, that was one option. It's a tough one. I mean, maybe hoping to catch the keeper cheating, I guess. But
nah,
like
that one
back there.
That one you gotta play the ball back. They got this facing the goal, and there should be an easy goal. I think it was like Romero that was there waiting.
Yep.
That should be an easy pass back and capitalize the game, make the game 3-1, and then we could, breathe a little bit. I think it was a very poor decision by Arroyo over there.
That's that decision making in the final third, that critical decision making that we heard Coach Seeley talking about. Pelicans probably should have another couple goals at this point. And Godwin offsides. Probably about the 6th offsides for the Pelicans. I don't have the stats, but it's a good number, I can tell you that. '73rd minute here. The ball stolen by Arroyo. He finds Ali. Ali with a good first touch. And goal! Ali, that's what we want to see. That composure as Xavier Ali makes no mistake.
Good finishing.
Finish. Yep.
Good finish, a great pass, and that's the way to do it.
That is the way to do it, indeed. Yep. Well done, Xavier. I see some more Pelicans up on Coach Seeley's bench, so maybe an opportunity to get some more fresh legs in here. Ball sent long. VALDOSTA deals with it. But good pressure from Arroyo there, and he'll win the throw-in. Romero passes to VALDOSTA. Valdosta passes to Pensacola. Okay. Well, this game definitely has its sloppiness. I don't think anybody can argue with that. Here's Ali with lots of space. And Romero and Ali not on the same page. Both teams really taking turns passing it to each other. Let's see if Chandler can. You just waited too long. Now that's one, Felipe, where that's not really on Romero. That's on Chandler, as he saw it all in front of him and he just held on to the ball too long. Can't blame Romero for that one.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it's a little bit of both. You know, you see that he's not passing, hold it, but I guarantee, I agree with you. It's way more on Ryan than on Romero this time because he just took one step too long.
He had his eyes up. And
He did. I agree with you, but I still think we need to do a better job of watching the line. And you can see the frustration on our strikers because they keep getting offsides and they haven't adjusted. I think that's my biggest point. They haven't adjusted to any of the offside that's being called.
Yeah, agreed there.
And then just to pick on that comment you made about the giving up the bad passes here and there, I can see there's both teams has a lot of younger kids. I mean, I think right now for Pensacola have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 guys that are still senior in high school going to college. So even though we don't want to see those kind of mistakes, but I think comes with the age, a little bit inexperienced,
it's part
and
of it.
part of it. So
It's part of it. It's part of it. And that, let's see, we're at 76 minutes here, and got a couple guys cramping up, and maybe it's the heat. Nice and cool up here in the press box. I'm out there. I'm telling these young guys they ought to be fine, but I'm not the one out there running around. Although I don't know about you, but my memory of playing is I ran around 100 degrees. It never bothered me.
yeah, I think that's the iPad, iPhones generation. They spend a lot more time inside the AC than outside. We would play in the morning, afternoon, and night. And to our parents
I just played
get us back inside
all day.
100%.
Didn't matter.
We came home from practice and then we play on the streets with the neighborhood kids.
Where have all our commenters go? Jacqueline, Ken, love to have some more comments. Yeah, that's true. Over in Newcastle, it is a little long in the hour.
Yep, we're getting close to that time.
Jacqueline
About 10.
back. Jacqueline
10.
says, "Hey, I'm back. We're glad to have you, Jacqueline."
10 to 12 minutes back left in the game. Let's see if the Pelicans can keep up the energy. Looks like it's a couple more subs getting ready, some fresh legs, and hopefully get another goal to seal the deal.
Good job there by Chandler. As he's been in it. He's been battling the whole game. Oh yeah, there's a shoe. Let's hope there's not a foot in it. Chandler on the ball. Godwin out here on the right now. There's Romero trying to beat his man. Romero sends that one. I thought we were going to see the bicycle there. Tunga looking to maybe set himself up. Oof. Forget who it was on the men's senior team who set himself up, flicked it up to himself, and sent in a bicycle kick.
Yeah, for a second, looks like it was coming.
Yeah. All right. All right, so who's
Ian Stinnett came in, a 2008 player, probably the youngest player on the field.
who else came in besides Stinnett? Coming on the field for the Pelicans, JC, Ian Stinnett, and Ricardo Santamaria.
Yeah, very crucial change right now in the last 10 minutes with some fresh legs. Hopefully that will do it. As I was saying earlier about the age, Ian Stinnett just finished his junior year in high school. So, very young guy over there,
Yeah.
getting some minutes.
Yeah, I did an interview with Ian the other day just to kind of pick his brain about the experience of being on the Pelicans here. Ian's a club player who's gotten an opportunity both with the Rush team and with the ODP programs to play at some higher levels, and was kind of asking him how that compared to this level, and he was commenting about just how fast this is, even compared to those more elite chances. But that's the name of the game, right? As you go up, every time you go up, the game gets faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, that's a huge opportunity for him, and that's how the local players are so fortunate to have the Pensacola FC Academy here in town, so they can train at a higher level that will prepare them to, for the next step. Like you said, they're getting older, so the game is getting faster. Everything is getting more physical, and Ian is one of the big prospective here in the area, have this opportunity to train with the older boys on a weekly basis and get into those games. That's a very good opportunity. I think they have a couple others, Tyler Clark and Max, the other 2008 boys that have the chance to be training and being part of the Pensacola FC Academy team.
All right, we got Valdosta with a free kick here, deep in the attacking third. They're attacking third. See if they can make something out of this. They're going to line up at the back post. Ball whipped in. Shot. Deflected. Another opportunity. Pelicans will get it out. There's Arroyo on the ball. Pelicans hold the ball. All right, here's Stinnett on the overlap. Just, yeah.
I mean, the idea was right,
just execution.
Jojo hold it a little bit for the behind player making the run, Stinnett this time, and, the execution wasn't the best, but the idea is there. Looks like they're adjusting to all the offsides that we had called earlier, and I think that's been helpful.
Jacqueline points out the goal that was flicked up. I do remember when Richarlison flicked it up to himself and scored that goal for Brazil. That's not. I was actually remembering earlier this season for the Pensacola FC men's team. I think it was Bocci for the men that flicked it up to himself in the box and did a full over bicycle. That Richarlison goal was a pretty good one, though. A very good one. Maybe the best goal he's ever scored, to be honest. Tickner sends that one long. Romero, a little frustrated,
Romero get very easily frustrated, per se.
Oof. Valdosta breaking through midfield here.
All right, getting close to the last 5 minutes. Let's see.
Yep. Pensacola put their foot on the gas here in the first half. Love to see them get one more to really put this game out of reach. That 2-goal lead, some say, is the most dangerous. Good turn here by Valdosta. Okay, Godwin wins the ball there. We'll find JoJo. Up to Santa Maria. Santa Maria. Oh, he's on. Oh, I did think he might have been onside there as the Valdosta defender closest to us looked like he was a little deeper, but linesman right on the spot says Romero was a little early.
And remind if I'm wrong, Justin. I think the last game when the Pensacola was up 3-1 against Gulf Coast United, we gave up a goal in the last 2-3 minutes to make it 3-2, and the last couple minutes got very interesting. So hopefully we learn from that mistake, and we're gonna still, focus and concentrate it because we got it close to those lines. About 3-4 minutes left.
Yeah, here we go with a corner kick for Valdosta. I think on the week.
Ooh, that's a nice flick.
That would have been quite a goal.
Plus the cramp.
Yeah. I think one of the goals that the Academy boys gave up against Gulf Coast United was on a corner, near post corner, a little header, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was. Very crucial moments. Every set piece, you got to be switch on. Very dangerous. Last game, they lost 2-0 at Gulf Coast United, and 2 goals came from a set piece. It was a corner kick and then a long free kick on the box.
Yeah.
If the result stays, a good win for Pensacola Academy from bouncing back. I think the last 2 games, they struggled to get a result, and that's put them back on the winning column, and hopefully add the 3 points and move forward.
Yeah, if the Academy boys can hang on here, that would take their record on the season to 2-1-2, and I think not bad all in all. Again, this is a young team, some very good players, and I might add, that I have high expectations for these guys. They are young, but I expect them to continue to improve and to play at a very high level. These guys, there's a lot of competition for these spots on these teams, and this is the level when it starts to matter. Results matter.
Yeah, for sure. And then also got to remember that we're missing a couple pieces. Justin Baldwin, Miller, Jackson Clark, players that have been on the starting lineup, and for injuries and different reasons, they haven't been with the team the last 2 games. So it's good to see the guys that have a strong group. That we lose a couple players, bring other ones, and
there we go. Oh, that was Stinnett sending the ball into Godwin. Godwin looked to seal the deal there, but his shot goes sailing over the net.
Yeah, but again, a run from a player from behind and putting yourself in a good situation, and another chance to put the ball back in the net. So,
well won there by Tickner. Looks like Jackson Calloway. Godwin getting around the corner. Oh, it's a few times we've gotten around the corner and just haven't gotten anything out of it when really a good opportunity. Jacqueline says, when is the next game? So the men's senior team is scheduled to kick off at 7 o'clock tonight. Jacqueline, I think that's probably about 1 o'clock your time over there in Newcastle. Let's see, the men's academy, their next game will be on June 7th, where they're home taking on Gaffa FC. Gaffa, surprising, not I shouldn't say surprising. Gaffa, a strong team, should that should be a heck of a game, actually, for the Academy team. A great game for, frankly, the Academy team to show what kind of progress they've made this year. They gave our senior team a good game. Senior team came out on top 4-2 at GAFA. But I know those boys were in a war up there. This GAFA team is got a lot of, well, pretty much all college players, so. I like what I'm seeing here from some of these subs. Guys, just not quite on the same page there. That was Jackson Callaway trying to combine with Santa Maria. Yeah, the next Academy guys. Oh, another chance here. This is what we were looking for, the layback. But at least the decision was the right one. Yeah, the Academy boys have the next game again here at home, and then they finish with their last 4 games all on the road. That's a tough way to finish your regular season schedule. But in the league for clubs here, a new league. Good tackle there by Stinnett. Jacqueline says, can't wait to watch, and thanks for the commentary. Thank you, Jacqueline, for being such a good commenter. And that'll do it, folks. Academy, Pensacola FC Academy hangs on for the win, 3-1. And with your final whistle, Pensacola FC Pelicans 3, Valdosta 1. Congratulations to the Pelicans for a great win. Thanks, everyone, for coming out, supporting the Pelicans. If you're from Valdosta, thanks for making the drive down. Hope you found our hospitality inviting and warm. Make sure you stick around for the Pensacola FC senior men's team taking on Sowegans with a 7 o'clock kickoff time. You don't have to go anywhere. You can get all the nourishment, sustenance you need right up there at the Pelicans Nest. We'll put on some good music. You can just sit back and relax. Want to thank, as always, our sponsors, Ailstock, Witkin, Crease, and Overholtz, Smart Bank, SGP Advisors, Swell, Aero Air Charters, Seville Quarter, STOA Architecture, Blue Property Management, and many more. Hey, if you enjoyed the game today, if you enjoyed the atmosphere, tell a friend. Biggest thing you can do to help us is bring out a friend. Hey, let's give the Pelicans and Valdosta a big round of applause. They all played a great game tonight. Great job, guys.